And it's a go.
Thank you so much, Hanley. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for the open week for the short-term insurance department in the School of Financial Planning and Insurance. My name is Marissa Grindling. I'm the program coordinator for short-term insurance at Millpark Education. And with me is my wonderful panelists, Charlene Vombrands and Doreen Lekoro, who will join me today to present to you. Hanley, if we can please get our slides up. So today, guys, I want to talk you through the two qualifications that sit in our department, which is then the higher certificate in short-term insurance and the advanced certificate in short-term insurance. Both of our qualifications is registered with SAQA, and I'll discuss some other accreditations that we hold in a little bit. On the next slide, I just want to take you through a little bit of history and how Millpark and where we fit into Millpark and where Millpark fits into the bigger picture. So guys, Millpark Education is part of Stadio Holdings. Stadio Holdings is a JSE listed company, and we are one of the three of their branches. Stadio then also has their big university that as a business school. Now I must remember, it's a business school and education school. There's an IT school as well, and I think there's a fashion design school as well, and then we also have AFDA. But we sit at Millpark Education, and inside of Millpark Education there's 5 schools, which is then the business school, the School of Commerce, financial planning and insurance, where we are, investment and banking, and also our college. So on the next page, Millpark Education was established in 1997, and we have qualifications ranging all the way from certificates to doctorate levels, and our main offices is in Observatory in Cape Town. So guys, our new motto for why we do things is so beautiful for me, so I thought I wanted to share this with you. In that we want to provide trusted and leading learning journeys with high level of holistic support that are accessible and transformative. So there's so much being said in that one sentence, and I will show you a little bit later on what we also mean with this. Trusted in the sense that we are highly accredited, both locally and internationally. We create journeys. It's not just about here's your book and go, in a sense. And we do offer a lot of support, hence the 2 ladies also being here, specifically Doreen, who carries all our students on those broad shoulders of hers, and she will tell you a bit more about that later as well. Then guys, on the next slide, there's just some of the programs that sit specifically in the School of Financial Planning and Insurance. So we have the financial planning side, and then also the insurance side where we are. We also offer BCom. So you'll see all the higher certificate is in short-term insurance and the advanced is in short-term insurance, but we also have a BCom with majors. So that is also very exciting. That is then a full BCom, but you major either then in financial planning or in short-term insurance. Then guys, on the next slide, I do want to talk a little bit about how we offer our qualifications. So our qualifications is given on distance learning. So it is 2 or 3 modules every semester then running from about February, March to May, June, where we write exams, and then again from August to November. Okay. So this is then a self-paced learning. It is flexible and it is accessible from anywhere in the world. We have gone completely online, which is very, I'm not going to lie, it was extremely daunting, but we got it working and it works really well. So guys, the whole process throughout the semester, you will then do some formative assessments. So formative is, like I explained to my team as well, the form is, we form you throughout the semester to get you to the final exam. So those are then online tests and an assignment that you have to submit. And then at the end, you write your summative, which is your exam. which is usually a proctored online examination, although some of our modules, which I'll point out to you later, has a summative hand-in, which is like a really big project that you hand in, that you have a week for. Okay, so guys, your formative assessment, that contributes 30% to your final mark, and your exam has a 70% weighting towards your final mark. And then, yeah, just some of the nitty-gritties is that in your exam, you need to get a minimum of 40% and overall a 50% for your module to pass. So guys, on the next page, I want to show you just what our course pages looks like. So this is, when you go in, this is your first landing page. Then you have all your various tabs there at the top where you'll find things. So your overview is where you go. This is where we post messages. This is also where you will find module overview, so a specific module overview specific to each module. You will also have a study plan, which we work out for you, which is very carefully considered to guide you through this whole process and this whole journey. You will also get assessment guidelines and your connection hub. On your connection hub, you will see we do encourage connection because learning is a collaborative experience. It is best done together. Like hopefully most things in life is best done together. So guys, there's a button to meet your lecturer. We have weekly lecturer hours where you can book out slots with us and come have a chat if you have any academic queries. There's also connect with other students where you can discuss matters with other students, but usually they just create the WhatsApp groups there and then they move it to WhatsApp, which is also 100%. And then also the connect with your tutor for any academic assistance. On the next slide, you will see just a form, an example of what our study plans look like. So you will see, this was from semester 1. We break it down into the various weeks for you. We guide you to say, you know what, in week 1, read this. There's a session that week. Here's some additional stuff you can maybe go look up if you have time. And then there's also a little block where you can tick everything off as you go. So guys, this is not a study plan that is set in stone. I mean, one of my big sayings, and I have to water it down, is life happens. And I mean, if you get sick or if you have to go on holiday, you can change your study plan as it suits your own needs. On the next page, you will see our study material. Our study material is couriered and available in hard copies, but there is also an ebook, which is very, I like it, and wink wink, it's searchable. So that does help with your formatives and if you're doing your online tests or your assignments. Then guys, also a very nice tab on the next slide is your support material. This is where whatever the subject matter is, for each topic we will load recordings and slides and YouTube links and documents and anything that we think might assist you to master the module that you are currently busy with. The next tab on the next slide is your live and Millpark sessions. So this is where we load all our live sessions. All our sessions are done in Teams. We provide our Millpark students with specific Microsoft login credentials, so students don't even have to buy their own Microsoft accounts. So I think there's a lot of things available as well in that Microsoft bundle that we offer. It is all your Word, Teams, Excel, PowerPoint, and then bookings where we do our lecturer hours in as well. So everything is that a student needs to be successful with us is given to them. On the next slide, you will see there's some Proctorio help. Proctorio is the system that we use for our exams. So there's just some information on how to master that. On the next page, you will see what our formative assessments look like. So our online tests and our assignment. So that's where you find those. And you will see that online test B is also remotely proctored, even though it is still open book because it is in the formative. So it forms you. And so online test B is also proctored, and that is just to get you used to the system and make sure you can do the exam 100%. We also load a mock exam for you, which you can attempt to complete. Well, not attempt to complete. You will definitely you can complete it. It gives you the layout of the exam, what it will look like, and just a little bit of guidance. And then you also have your summative tab. Sorry, Hanley, I think I'm a few slides in front of you. Under your summative tab, you will find all your exam documents, so your exam instructions, any guidelines for technical support. What is very nice nowadays, we have a sort of a chat button during our exam, so if there's anything, you can get immediate assistance by coming to chat to one of us. So that's it. Then guys, on the next slide, we have our accreditations. So we are very proud at Milpark. Sorry, Hanley, I think it's one more. So we are very proud at Milpark that all our qualifications is accredited with the IISA. So the IISA is then the Insurance Institute of South Africa. So a higher certificate is equates to the licentiate designation. Our advanced certificate equates to the associate designation, and our BCom equates to the fellowship, which is the highest designation available in insurance in South Africa. Guys, we are also accredited by the Chartered Insurance Institute for recognition of prior learning. So if you do complete your qualifications with us, your advanced and your higher certificate, then you can apply to them to get recognized for the learning you already did, and also get designations and qualifications actually from them. So if you do your higher certificate, you can apply to them, where you do then one additional module where you will then get your certificate, international certificate of insurance from them, and also the designation Cert CII. And if you do your advanced, you do 2 additional modules, and then you will get an international diploma from them. So guys, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce you now to Charlene Vormrans, who is the Program Oversight Manager on the Higher Certificate in Short-Term Insurance, and she will just take you through that qualification. Thank you so much, Charlene.
Thanks, Marissa. Good morning, guys, and welcome to the session. Hanneli, if you can just bring up the slide again. So I'm going to take you through to the higher certificate in short-term insurance. Can you guys see the slide or not yet? Not yet. Okay, just wait for Hanneli. So yes, so guys, as Marissa was saying, the program coordinator is Marissa. I am the oversight manager for the short-term higher certificate, and Doreen is the program manager. And then we've got 2 lecturers, Sanazu and Gazella. I think they also joined. Yes, they are also here. So next slide, please, Hanneli. Right, so guys, why study the higher certificate in short-term insurance with us? The primary purpose of the higher certificate in short-term is to equip students with the knowledge and skill required by the short-term insurance specialists operating within South African insurance environment. Having said that, the purpose of this higher certificate is not only to give you knowledge, but also to give you industry knowledge. So we've got very good contractors that work in the industry that helps us to set up the books and to help us set up exams. So the information you're going to learn from us or get from us will be what is happening in the industry. Students will be competent and able to provide short-term insurance services across the fields of personal and commercial insurance. I always say that if you do this qualification, you become actually all of the careers that you can think of. You become a pilot, you become an engineer, you become a captain of a ship, you become a business owner. So this qualification really gives you a holistic approach to the whole of every single career that you can think of. You even become an accountant with business interruption. So we teach you a little bit of everything, right? So the successful completion of the qualification should enable students to apply knowledge of legislation. We all know that legislation is very important. Compliance and ethics in the short-term insurance contents in South Africa. Again, we focus on the South African market. So your qualification is based on what is currently happening in industry. Examine the nature of the short-term insurance environment in South Africa in terms of the structure, role players, um, regulation and customer needs. Again, we take policy wordings from industry, and we teach you based on that. Apply knowledge of legislation, risk management principles, reinsurance practices and underwriting principles to propose a short-term insurance solution to a client. So we give you the knowledge, and then um, we give you a client, especially like in your commercial book. In the beginning of the book, you will have a case study. We take you through the case study as you build your knowledge. So at the end, you can actually tell a client what solution will be suitable for them. Apply the principles of a client relationship management in compliance manner in the contents of short-term insurance. On the next slide, you are going to see that the subjects. So there is 4 subjects which is compulsory, and all 4 subjects run in both semesters, semester 1 and 2. So that means that you can start in semester 2 with your qualification. Right? So the first subject is your personal lines insurance. That is just an overview of your personal insurance. And Sanazo is the lecturer there. Then we've got legal framework. Legal framework is everything to do with short-term legal terms and legal, anything legal compliance. And that is also compulsory. And the lecturer is Gazella. Then we get to commercial lines insurance. That is your fire, your goods in transit, your buildings combined, your business interruption, and all of that. So that is also a compulsory module, and I am the lecturer there. Risk management, that is risk management, which is based on short term, also compulsory, and I am the lecturer there. Then if you just look at the credits, for personal lines, the module credits is 25, legal is 25, commercial is 25, and risk management is 15. So you need to do all 4 of these modules. All right, on the next slide, we get to your niche or your elective. And your electives are, you need to choose 2 of them. Now, some of them run in both semesters, like your business management will run in both semesters. Sanazo is the lecturer there, and the module credit is 15. Construction insurance, that is only done in semester 1, and I am the lecturer there. Engineering insurance, only runs in semester 2. The module credits is 15, and I'm the lecturer there. Marine insurance, we teach you marine. I know that in the industry, people will tell you, oh, no, marine. So we do teach you marine, and that is in semester 1. The credits are 15, and I am the lecturer there. Aviation, which is one of my favorite modules. There we actually teach you what a pilot needs to know and what a pilot needs to do. And believe me, once you do aviation, I actually stay very close to a small airport. And every time I see a plane in the air, I look at it and I want to know what's the model. And I sit in my mind and I think, oh, so that pilot must have so many hours and this license and that license. So very interesting. That's also only in semester 2 and it's 15. I am the lecturer there. Introduction to underwriting. That is Sanazo is the lecturer there, and it's also 15. And then our relationship management in short term. Sanazo is also the lecturer there, and it's only in semester 2. So the previous slide, I said to you guys, you have to do 4 subjects. You'll have to do the 4 subjects, and then you have to choose two, sorry, two of the electives. So you do these 4, and then you need to choose 2. All right. So you can already see that my first choice would be aviation and something else. But yeah. And then, guys, that is the short term higher certificate and short term. Do you guys have any questions so far? I don't see anything in the chat. Anybody? Any questions? Right.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Charlene. I just want to attach a little bit to what Charlene said, and so, yeah. Firstly, why she did tell. I don't want to say hammer, but make very clear the module credits is, guys, that denotes in a sense your notable hours that will be required to be successful in this course. So if the credits is 15, you multiply it by 10. So in a semester, you will need about 150 hours to master that course. Okay, so the compulsory ones, that's 25, you can immediately notice that you will need a lot more time to master those modules. So that's just how
Yeah.
you look at that. And then, oh, there was something else that I wanted to say now.
Yeah. So
That's what I wanted to say. So, guys, if you are unsure and you don't know, which electives to take, you are more than welcome to reach out to Doreen. She will guide you. She's really like the mama bear of the department, and she will probe you and get all the information out of you. And she will tell you, you know what, I think this is the module for you, because this and this and this and this is how the module looks, or this is how it runs, and she will assist you with any decisions if you have any questions like that.
right. Yeah, now
Charlene,
I
you
just
also
wanted
wanted
to
to
add
add
as well,
something.
sorry Marissa, that guys also if you maybe select say something like marine, I will load policy wording for you so that you can actually go and look at the policy wording. And as Marissa was saying, that remember those credits are so important because 1 credit equals to 10 noticeable hours. So that means that you will have to study for 15 credits, 150 hours. So just keep that in mind when you take this. But yeah, so thank you very much. So over to Marissa.
Thank you so much, Charlene. So, guys, on the next slide, I'm going to take you through the Advanced Certificate of Short-Term Insurance, which is then currently still sits with me as the Program Oversight Manager. Sorry, Hanley, I'm already on the next page. I'm then the Oversight Manager for the Advanced Certificate with Doreen as our Program Manager as well. And then the lecturers with me on this qualification is Gisela and Charlene, and I'll show you now who does what. But guys, the advanced certificate in short-term insurance and why you need to study with us then on the next slide is it is aimed at insurance staff for anyone across the industry. So you will see there's quite a variety, well, not as much a variety as in the higher certificate, but if you're working from underwriting all the way through to claims, even finance, even if you're a manager, you will benefit from this qualification. It is then the logical progression from the higher certificate in short-term insurance. And guys, this is where we get a little bit more technical with the information and the knowledge that we give you. So it will give you an in-depth understanding of insurance practices in terms of technical subject matter and application skills. So I don't want to say it's just a bunch of calculations and stuff, because it's not just that, but it does take the higher certificate to the next level. I do not mean to scare you, but because we do offer you all the support and we're available there to help you. But it is very exciting and so much fun to learn. Okay. So guys, on the successful completion of this qualification, you will then be able to assess potential legal liabilities for a situation and recommend a suitable insurance product to address the need. So that's where our liability insurance comes into play. You will also apply knowledge of legislation, compliance and ethics in short-term insurance, demonstrate an in-depth understanding of the identification and management of risk, demonstrate insight into the business environment as it impacts in short-term insurance, and also the purpose and structure of short-term insurance products, as well as the underwriting and claims processes. So guys, on the next slide, I will show you is all our compulsory modules for the advanced certificate in short-term insurance. So we start with short-term insurance environment, and you will see there, guys, it is 25 credits, so it is quite a lot. It does run in both semesters, and Gisela is our lecturer there. Risk management too, so it follows on the original risk management, is then 20 credits, and Charlene's the lecturer there. Liability insurance, 25 credits, also with Charlene as the lecturer. And then commercial property and business interruption, one of my favorites, of 20 credits, which sits with me. Then guys, on the next slide is your electives. So our electives is then motor insurance, reinsurance, management and leadership, and marketing management practices. So guys, the bottom two, they do sit in the commerce department, but they are offered here. And very exciting, you guys are then officially the first to publicly know we are launching a new module for next year on the advanced certificate, which is then going to be commercial underwriting. It is going to be very exciting. We will actually teach you how to use an underwriting guide and what to do with it and how to interpret it and how to quote a commercial quote and underwrite commercial insurance properly. So very exciting about that. So keep your ears to the ground for more information. And then guys, it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce you to Doreen Lekoro, who is our program manager, and she will tell you a little bit about herself and her role in our department. Thank you so much, Doreen.
Thank you, Marisa. Good morning, everyone. I am Doreen, the Program Manager for Higher Certificate in Short-Term Insurance and Advanced Certificate in Short-Term Insurance. I am going to introduce myself on this slide. My journey in higher education and training started in 2013 with 7 years employed by Melpark Education in different departments and roles. I have witnessed the change and growth in student administration and program coordination experience, and I am proud to be part of this organization and still have passion on a daily basis for what I'm doing. I studied in the following fields: financial management, taxation, banking service advisory, public management, and recently obtained a general membership from Insurance Institute of South Africa. So I'm a nature lover and I participate a lot in outdoor physical activities such as running, hiking, and dancing. I also love camping and always want to explore new destinations. So I'm going to move to the next slide, where I'm going to give you the picture of what I am doing, the role as a program manager. Thank you, Henley. I coordinate higher certificate and advanced certificate in short-term insurance by managing, organizing, and maintain all academic activities to ensure that the program run effectively, efficiently, and service deliverables for our clients and students are of satisfactory. I interact with students on a holistic principle according to the program goals that are aligned with the organization objectives to deliver exceptional learning experience to our students. I also encourage development, and I oversee the whole process from when you start with the course until the completion. Like completion is when you graduate. And my responsibilities as a program manager focus on the following key areas: student admissions and registration, program management, and program oversight. On my next slides, I'm going to talk about admission. The admission requirements for higher certificate in short-term insurance. To gain entry to the higher certificate, you need to have a senior certificate or national senior certificate certified by Umalusi with a minimum mark of 40% in English. And English is also a medium of instruction at Milpark Education. On a successful completion of your qualification, you will be awarded with 120 credits, where 1 credit is equivalent to 10 notional hours. And the total hours after completion will be 1,200 hours. I'm going to move to the next slide. These slides talk about the admission requirements for advanced certificate in short-term insurance. Short-term insurance admission is not complicated, but we are very strict on it because it's a compliance course. So you need to complete your higher certificate in short-term insurance, which is on NQF level 5 with Milpark Education, or any other accredited external institution. And the NQF level 5 needs to have 120 credits. And we also have a limited intake on recognition of prior learning. For a higher certificate in short-term insurance, we have the suggested rules of progression in place. If you are registering for one module, you have to start with the personal lines insurance. And if you are going to take 2 modules per semester, you have to start with the personal lines and choose 1 elective. And then if you choose to register for 3 modules per semester, you need to start with the personal lines elective and then the compulsory module, which is legal framework. If you are not sure about any non-academic things, please don't hesitate to contact me. The next slide is about Capitec funding and admission closing dates. We are partnered with Capitec, and then you can get Capitec credit help to kickstart your success. You apply in few easy steps for up to 250,000 over 84 months. You can do that by visiting our website and click on the Get Study Funding tab at the top of the page. And then the benefits of applying on our website is that you will get a discounted interest rate and also an extended term to suit your educational needs. Once your credit is approved, Capitec will pay it directly to us, and then we will allocate it to your account. So our MELPAC application for semester 2 closing date is the 1st of July is the closing date for admissions. And then 15 July is the closing date for registrations. This is the end of my presentation. And is there any questions?
Thank you so much, Doreen. Yes, I see 2 questions came through. Before I attend to them, I just quickly want to just note something, guys. On the admission requirements for the higher certificate, we have gotten quite a few requests specifically from students in other countries, specifically Sub-Sahara. We are, because apparently it is quite a daunting task to get SAQA to register to accredit your matric or your final qualification out of school. So we are looking into that, and please reach out to us if you have any questions, if we can maybe assist with that. And as soon as a final decision has been made, we will communicate that on social media and everywhere with everyone as well.
Okay.
Then I have 2 questions.
Just to add on, Marisa,
sorry, Doreen, yes.
if you don't have the matric certificate issued by Umalusi, you can also use your NQF level 4, which is equivalent to matric.
Yes, so please don't let, if it's not 100% in that box, please reach out to us, and we can also guide you in that sense. Then I have 2 questions here from Ilse, who asks, she didn't get her study material yet. So Ilse, in the chat, I will put an email address for you. You can just email Charlene. So guys, it's very confusing. So we have 2 Charlenes in the department. We have Charlene, the beautiful Charlene on the screen, but we also have Charlene with the S. I call her the COO of the department because she just knows what's happening. So you can email her. I'm typing the email now, and then she will sort that out for you very fast. Then also, you asked if this link will be available afterwards. It will, on the exact same link, the recording will become available. So you can just look at it again as soon as it is over. Is there any more questions? Ah, there's the COO. She's here. She doesn't miss a step. Okay, and Hanli says the recording will also be on social media. Okay. But guys, if there's no more questions, I do want to thank you all. My panel, Charlene, Doreen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to come share everything with us and what you do every day. And we do appreciate everything, especially Doreen. She's, like I said, the mama bear of our students. And Lynn, thank you for everything that you do as well on a daily basis, and getting all the recordings and everything ready for semester 2. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day further. Bye.
Thank you.